Hey, that's one of the things too that I was going to say earlier when we were talking in the first segment about checking things. Check your VIN number on your car when you buy a classic car. Take that title. Don't just look at it and see that it's there. Take your title, walk out to the car, find the VIN number, probably take a picture of it if it's in an unusual location, and find it because you're going to be surprised. You're going to find that your car doesn't match.
Right.
Maybe it's one digit off. Maybe it's a B instead of an 8 or an S instead of a 5. Or maybe it's 2 transposed numbers or 1 digit off. But some are completely off. And so it's so hypercritical to check that. And nobody does. Even myself. I have cars here that I bet you I haven't checked the VIN number on, and I'm certain they should be right because I bought them from a dealer, right?
It's a lot of digits.
There's a lot of daggum digits. 17 digits, I can't
That's
remember.
right, and one can get off.
And you can look at it and miss it. I mean, you can look at it and think, oh, that looks right. And it's funny how your mind kind of can play tricks on you when you read something, especially a long string of digits and whether it be numbers and letters or a combination of the two. And it's easy to think that it's right and it's wrong.
I learned that lesson with the little Italian job that came in here, and that was like 6 numbers.
6 numbers.
One was off.
And so it's so critical to do that. And if your car was born after 1980, 81, whenever 17 digits took effect on your particular car, some of them were in 80, some of them were not until 81 or 82, run a Carfax on it just to see so you know. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to get any surprises when you decide, it's time to sell my 95 Camaro, and then you find out it was a salvage and problems and all these things.
Right.
So find out that stuff ahead of time. You can head it off at the pass, and when you advertise your car either through us or even on your own, which I don't recommend. It's very difficult. You don't want to do that.
Right,
Brent
right.
does.
It's a pain.
It's a real pain. You got people come to your house all hours of the day and night. Want to give you a check. Want to take the car.
Want to lowball you.
Want to lowball you. Want to pick it apart, and you spent
Right.
There's a million reasons we can tell you that don't sell your own car, but check all this stuff so you know ahead of time what you're dealing with, so you're not caught kind of flat-footed when you realize, oh my God, this car was salvaged, or this car was in an accident that I didn't know about. And of course, Carfax is not always 100%. There's mistakes on there as well too. And if that's the case, if you've owned the car since new and never been in an accident, and there as an accident shows up on Carfax, you need to do your best to try to get it fixed. And I'll caution you and tell you that it's very difficult to get things fixed on Carfax. You don't just call them up and say, hey, my car was never in a wreck,
It's not
take it off.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, when we bring in a car, we run it through VIN data, we run it through Carfax, we document everything that we can numbers-wise on the car. We look at every number, we put it up on the lift to get to the numbers that maybe aren't readily available to be seen. Because we don't want any surprises either.